All right, let's talk about the dynamics of law enforcement and how not every call is what you think it is, what your role as a citizen is, and what your role as a cop could be. Now, if we're going to bring back the conversation of bridging the gap between the police and the public, I think it's just my view that it's the police's job to step up to the plate and start doing more, because we know the public's not going to, right? The public puts such pressure on you to be everything you want. You know, my pressure, my standard is of the highest level possible. And yeah, we're asking you guys to be the superhuman sides of you every single day. And that does include, you know, remembering your oath and the simple concept you work for the people, right? So if we're going to talk about training, because that's what I want these videos to be from both a law enforcement side and civilian side, you know, I want you civilians seeing what you can do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and what cops as well, too, what you can do, what you must do, what you're obligated to do, and sometimes what you should do as well, too. Thanks to Law and Crime Body Camera here today. This is a video from October 3rd of this year. Body camera footage shows the arrest of a Florida man who said he shot a drone that was above his property on June 26th. Lake County Sheriff's Office said they received a 911 call from Walmart employees stating a delivery drone was shot while en route. Deputies spoke with Dennis Wynn, 72 years old, who immediately copped to the shooting, flying the device. Wynn was charged with shooting at an aircraft, criminal mischief damage, over $1,000, and discharging a firearm at his residential property. Let's take a look at this together. Let's break this down, and let's have a conversation.
Man, Sheriff's Office.
Hi.
Hi, is your husband home by chance?
Sure.
Can I talk to him?
Okay. Hi.
How you doing, sir?
Can't complain. What's up?
So, I'm gonna be... Okay, we got a wasp above your head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me...
Yeah, it's close before it gets in the house.
What the hell is...
So, it's actually in reference to that. So, at some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm gonna be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turn around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea?
Hovered, lowered some kind of cord down or something, turned around and sent something back up, and then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay. All right.
How much trouble am I in?
Quite a bit. You've been honest with me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens and what happens and what?
Well, before we continue this conversation, I'm really just for you being honest. You really just took me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
What am I?
I want to stop there. We got a lot to break down. We have three sides of this coin as far as I'm concerned. The first side is the cop side. The second side is the citizen side. The second side, and the third side is the cop side again. Let's break this down in its entirety here, okay? And that's as far as we need to go for this. Remember, I want training. So let's talk about the tactical circumstance first, right? Tactical, all right? And let's take the human factor out of it, period. We get a 911 call from Walmart stating a subject shot their drone down. Let's see how this is handled from the beginning. Hello. All right, you're dead. Bang, bang, you're dead. Let's break this down, because I know that a lot of people like to say when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail, but you can't remove all sense of urgency when it comes down to this. I don't know what their policy is. I don't know what their procedure is, but I'm going to say as a if I'm taking this completely as I am from this information I've been given, this officer just got shot and killed. You have 911 shots fired from Walmart corporate saying what do they visibly see through drone camera? Their equipment shot by a subject. So a single officer shows up. It's a shots fired call. It's a shots fired call, and one cop shows up. Amazing. The cop parks his squad directly in front of the residence. So tactically speaking, if you guys are not getting the training, and I'm going to remove this, I'm going to treat this as just a shots fired call. I would suspend you as a police officer. You treated a shots fired call solo. You took no tactical position. You didn't have dispatch call the. You could have had dispatch call the subject first, but that could have alerted them. Then it would have turned into a barricaded subject. So there's a lot of angles here. I wouldn't park my car there. My car, it looks like a cul-de-sac. My car would be parked down the street. I would approach tactically from the side. You have concealment with the shrubs that I'm blocking right here. I would approach that way, or you have concealment and cover from the cars on the driveway. Tactically speaking, you fail. You get a big ol' F for this one. I don't know what you were thinking. Then you casually walk right up to the door of a shot. Number one, now you're going to be limited in your exit routes. You're pretty much pinned in. You got a wall and a bench, so you're gonna clear that bench. You clear that bench, you're then gonna you have no cover because there's windows right there. You're gonna walk right up to this door. Shots fired. It's a shots fired call. You walk right up to this. You're not even there. You're taking your time. So it's an angry subject, mental health subject, whatever. Person shot something. You walk up to the door casually. Before you even get to the door, they open up the door. Congratulations, you're dead. Tactically speaking, complete fucking failure. Done. You failed. You need to be disciplined. You need to be retrained. You need to rethink your careers. This is completely unacceptable for doing that.
Hello, how you doing, man? Sheriff's office.
Hi.
I want to jump forward a little bit.
Talking to him. Gotcha.
If he's also talking about this, let's just say everything goes perfectly, right? Is your husband home? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Remember, he just shot at a drone, and you're making contact. She closed the door on you to go get him. How do you know he's not coming to the door with a pistol? 100%, in my personal opinion, this would be pistol drawn. This would be pistol drawn. You already have credible information that somebody shot at a drone. I mean, this is basic here. You should have your pistol drawn. What you should have done was,
Sure.
ma'am, step outside, please, with me. Do you have any weapons on you need to worry about? No, awesome. I'm going to pat you down for my safety. Do me a favor, step over there. She comes out. The door remains over. Sir, open. Sir, hey, it's so-and-so from the so-and-so police department. Can you come to the door, please? I have a conversation with you. For all you know, this person did it on purpose with the intent to cause more harm, cause more damage, and you let somebody go back into the home. You don't know who you didn't identify who shot him yet, right? You didn't even pat her down. What if it was her? So you have your complete officer safety, absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. And if another cop was there, you put that other cop's life in danger. But this was a poor, absolutely poor decision.
Okay.
Failure of tactics. Horrible failure tactics.
How you doing, sir?
Can't complain.
He comes to the door. Sir, can I see your hands, please? I don't care if this guy is 72, 92, or 12. I don't care. Hey, I need to see your hands. You treat it serious, and then you de-escalate. Sir, I need to see your hands, please. Right there. That's from the beginning.
So I'm gonna be.
They have this blurred because the door's open.
A wasp above your head.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Let me.
Yeah, it's close it for you.
My pistol's drawn. Do me a favor. Need you to just walk over here for me, please? Turn around. Put your hands on the wall for me. Yeah, I need to pat you down to make sure you have no weapons. I don't have any weapons. Sir, I don't know that. I'm going to pat you down. Do me a favor. Put your hands on the wall. I'm going to wind up patting you down. You have every lawful authority to treat these people as if they are armed. You failed.
Gets in the house.
What the hell is...
So it's actually in reference to that. So at some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm gonna be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
Boom, right there. If he says that, excellent. Excellent. This is where my next line of question is. If I'm going to be this bad, I'm going to go, hey, sir, do you have that? Where's that firearm on? Is it on you? Don't reach for it. Do not reach for it. But is that pistol or is that firearm on you? Because he didn't say it was a pistol yet. He just acknowledged to it. You can put him in handcuffs to detain him. This is one of those times officer safety is a necessity. You got the information from dispatch. He admitted to firing it. Sir, I need you to put your hands behind your back for me. I need to just, you're being detained right now until I can determine what's going on, just for my safety. I got to pat you down. Again, these are the tactics that get cops killed.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turn around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
I like this cop's attitude for the next part of what he should have done. So where this cop is good at is the community relations. What he fucking sucks at is the tactical side of this. But let's keep going.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Still hasn't patted him down yet. Yeah, I did shoot. Still has not checked him for weapons. You have every lawful authority to check him for weapons. You didn't. You have to remember, too, the subject sees a cop, uniformed cop, sees a squad car. People don't think that cops are there for, like, their benefit. They always get, it's like their blood pressure goes up, their spidey sense goes off, their adrenaline goes up. It's not, let's say, I'm in trouble. He even asks, how much trouble is I in? He knows if the police are there for a reason, it's not good.
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea
Covered.
about
Still, you have no hand on your pistol. You just saw his arms flail up. You haven't sat there and patted him down still again. At any time while he's walking forward, he could have that pistol in his pants, turn around, pump a few rounds in you, and then we're flying a flag at half mast for you next because of this. So again, let's back up here for a second. You look at this position. He's walking, and you did nothing for your own safety. You should have stopped, and you should have patted him down, searching for weapons. At this point, too, search or pat down. I want to clarify this as well, too. And I don't know how it is in the state of Florida, but in the state of Illinois, if I don't have the probable cause to search, I physically can't put my hands in his pockets. I can't put them in his waistband. I can't do that. If I can articulate it that that I have the probable cause for the crime being committed, then I can go in the pockets. So pat down is you could just you grip over the material, you crunch the fabric of the clothing, and if you're a seasoned officer, you can articulate, I felt a hard metallic object that was consistent with what I can identify as a firearm, and then you can go in and search. However, he acknowledged, yeah, I shot. You have probable cause now to go and search his person. So you should have done that.
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea about
Hovered. Lowered some kind of cord down or something. Turned around, sent something back up. And then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay. All right.
How much trouble am I in?
Boom, right there. This is you again. They have a study, and I don't recall where I read it. It could have been forcescienceinstitute.com that talks about that 72 or 73% of all resisting arrests happen the moment that the subject first hears that first cuff go click. Then the fight is on, right? Put your hands behind your back, the hands go behind the back, and then you just click, and then boom, the fight is on. These cuffs aren't even on this subject. You have a good distance. You've probably got 7 or 8 feet between you and the subject. He's still 72 is not incapable of causing damage. You don't know if he's got a pistol. You don't know if he's got a knife. You don't know if maybe he just throws a punch or whatever, and he's not going to fucking jail today. You told him, or you're about to, he gives you the warning signs. How much trouble am I in? And then what do you say?
Quite a bit. You've been honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. Quite a bit, actually. So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Dude, you got to learn to shut your fucking mouth, dude. Are you going to tell us? And if you're saying that because you're comfortable that this is a sweet old man and you feel that he's not going to flee, fight, or anything else, and this was your mindset, that's going to get to the part 2 of what you should have done, right? But you failed on this one. Never tell a suspect. You can lie. You can always lie except to coerce somebody or make promises, excuse me. You can coerce in certain ways. You cannot make promises. So what you can do is, I don't know, sir, I got to pawn it off on your boss. Pawn it off on your boss. I have no idea. Sir, I got to look this up. I don't think you're in that much trouble at all. I just had to go check on this. I'm going to call my sergeant, have him come over. He'll explain everything to you. You put yourself in a fucking horrible, horrible circumstance. And you also and look at it this way too. You put yourself in a position to, God forbid, this guy doesn't like what he's hearing and he snaps and he puts himself in a position for you to have force. And then you got to draw your pistol. Your lack of tactics, your lack of awareness, your lack of a sense of urgency and officer safety, your failure could put it where this man dies, is killed at the hands of police because you failed to secure the scene. Complete F for this. Complete F. Part 2 of this. Let's go to the second side of the coin of this. Real simple. You hear me say this all the time. A fish only gets caught when they open their mouths. Fish only get caught when they open their mouths. I'm going to say it one more time for those who are sleeping while playing at home. Fish only get caught when they open their mouths. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to them. Do not talk to them. End of story. Sir, how are you? I'm here for you today. Am I being detained? Am I under arrest? Okay, yes, you are being detained. That's fine. I need to speak to a lawyer, please. Do not speak to lawyers. Excuse me, to your cops. Don't offer spontaneous utterances. Don't think you're helping them out. This guy just talked himself into an arrest. He gave up everything. Now remember, cops can ask. They can ask. And here's the game. If the person just feels like talking, well, that's their fault. There are some times, I want child molesters, I want murderers, I want wife beaters to talk and talk and talk and talk. When it comes down to maybe, and again, I don't know anything about this man. I'm acting as if the same way the officer is. He's a sweet old man who was confused. He did that. If we're playing that side of the coin and this officer felt that non-threatened enough to let this guy walk around the property after just shooting at something and not even searching him, then let's say this subject is deserving of being viewed as an elderly old man who just is really kind, and we need to treat him as such. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. The third side of that coin, which is the second obligation of the officer, I believe you have tactics and you have community policing. Granted, I think community policing is a redundant term. Policing should be carte blanche and flat out community policing all the way around. When it comes to this, and this is what I would have done, 100% right here. I would have done this.
How you doing, sir?
Can't complain. What's up?
So I'm gonna be. Okay, we got a wasp above your head.
Oh,
yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, it's close.
Now I'm going to act as if everything is fine. There's no officer safety. There's no tactics. There's no nothing. It's a third-party call, whatever it is, right? To be completely unfearful of any officer safety issue, whatever. So I'm going to go the exact opposite of what I failed him for in the beginning and act as if this is just Mayberry. It's inconceivable he has a weapon. Never happened, all that shit. And let's just do this.
Before he gets in the house.
What the hell is...
So it's actually in reference to that. So at some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm gonna be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Sir, awesome. I appreciate that. Do me a favor, stop talking right now. I suggest, you do have the right to remain silent, right? I want to warn you about your Miranda warnings. The second he acknowledged that, this is what I would like to see more of in officer discretion being used properly. The officer does, at one point later in the video, they go down, he does read him his Miranda warning, and he does go over, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. All of that, right? He does do that later on. Again, the guy's uncuffed. He's unsecure. All that because cuffing or custody plus questioning equals Miranda. Technically, no, he does not have to Mirandize him. He doesn't. Everything that the officer did is 100% lawful. I'm simply saying, from a community standpoint, from community policing, if you felt so comfortable that this guy was not a threat that you didn't even decide to search him or anything else, why? If you knew it was so easy, why you just got to go, hey, sir, shut up. No, I'm not ordering you to shut up. I'm telling you, you have the right to remain silent right now. You could use it. Because if he brings his lawyer in, his lawyer will be with you with the same questionings. And if the guy, you have all the evidence you need, right? You have the drone probably footage, Walmart call, the house, and he acknowledges it. Yep, boom, done. Just stop. I'm saying for the sake of the citizens, and again, is he a danger? I don't know. Fucking, you hear all this shit from Florida. I don't know what the property rights are. I don't know how it is if you own this home. Do you own the air rights above your home? Is it lawful for him to shoot at something that's flying over his home? I don't even know why these drones are being used in the first place. I don't know what the lawful violation of them using cameras. I know it's public, but shit, what if somebody's got their windows open and they like to parade around naked? I'm glad the drones were. I'm done before drones were. My point is we have three sides of the coin in this. You have the tactical responsibility, complete failure. You have the citizens, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. If the evidence is compelling, yeah, you're going to get convicted and the cops are going to have they'll have it right there. If they're relying solely on confession, you can't rely on that. There is I know two cases, at least for me personally. There are two women who are sitting in prison because of my chief. I've talked about this many times because of false confessions. And they're serving 30-year to life sentences because they talked to police and said stuff they wanted them to hear. The court doesn't care about the evidence after that. The confession is everything, right? It's a bunch of bullshit. So if you're a citizen, shut your mouth. Community service side for law enforcement, give them the same courtesy that you would want given to your family if you have the discretion, you can exercise it properly, right? If you're going to give somebody a ticket based on discretion versus not, I think that same thing applies to you keeping the public safe. Sir, did you shoot a drone at overhead? Yeah. Okay, do me a favor. We're gonna end this conversation right now. You detain them, and I know the guy just offered a fucking orgy of evidence to convict him on this shit. But do we want? It's a moral issue right now. That's my only thing. It's not wrong. Good for the cop if he got that arrest. Great, one and done. Easy report to write. I'm saying if we're going to look at bridging the gap between the police and the public, we need to educate the public better, and that we need to go. Just to let you know, and personally on this too, if I heard this, I would Mirandize them. I would, because I don't want that to get dropped. I don't want the lawyer to sit there and put him up on the stand and say, hey, Mr. John Doe, did you feel that you were free to leave from the officer while he was investigating you? No, I didn't. Was he questioning you or was he interrogating you? Well, my perception, he was interrogating me. Officer, did you read him the Miranda rights? No, I didn't. All the time, reading those Miranda rights, I'm going to tell you flat out as a cop, when you read somebody their Miranda rights, 5 minutes later, they forget that you did. They forget that you did. And it's all how you read it too. Read it verbatim. Get to know it. Memorize it. Just to let you know, I want to let you know, you do have the right to remain silent. Show them empathy, right? And give them the opportunity to shut the fuck up. So, bad tactics. Lawyer the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Maybe not shoot drones in the first place. And then as a cop, too, offer a little bit more compassion, offer a little bit more sincerity, and try to protect the citizens as best you can, not just from criminal action out there, but from putting themselves in a position to wind up getting in a trick bag. This clearly there's something wrong with this guy. Clearly there is. But now all of a sudden too, the problem is, what's the state going to do with his guns? Is the state going to then send more investigators to his home? So this snowballs. As a citizen, you have to think about this for a second too. You think you're helping the police out, right? Remember, their job is to look for criminal activity. You tell somebody, yeah, I shot him with a 9mm. Okay, awesome. They're looking for a 9mm. They're going to go at this point to ensure everything. I would get a warrant to search the home for guns, specifically a 9mm. Well, I would also, I'll give this one away. This is how it works. This is legitimacy of it. He said he shot with a 9mm. Cops will write down on a warrant request that subject shot the drone with a firearm, not specifying. That gives them more leeway to search for more guns, seize them all out, put them in the fucking evidence locker where this guy probably will not get them back. While they're in your home searching, they're going to be looking around, even though they may know that it's the gun is in a safe in my bedroom, which limits the scope of the warrant to that bedroom, but they may not put that. And they may have the entirety of your home searched. What do you think they're going to do? They're just going to look for guns? They're going to be looking for other shit, plain view, all this other stuff. And then when they see things, they're going to pull your wife out. They're going to shut the door. Then they're going to go get a warrant for something else. It's all a game. Shut the fuck up when it comes to speaking to police. Cops tactically do better. Tactically, 100%. Go over this again. Look at this. Treat every call like that with 2 mans at least. Tactical, pat down, cuff for safety. Release them from the cuffs if you don't find anything on them. Continue your investigation. And then exercise discretion for more than just traffic citations. It's as simple as that. Guys, I hope that makes sense for this video. Glad to have your support. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Comment below what you think. You can click on the PayPal link to support the channel as we go. It's in the narrative in the description. And also don't forget to buy my book, Before the Badge, Everything You Need to Know Before You Become a Cop. And I'll see you guys on the next video.